Hey everybody, this is Jack from Katana Paintball, and I'm here to do a review on the Halo 2. And this hopper is for 70 bucks. It reminds me of the Z2, only the Z2 has a little bit better, doesn't have this lunky battery cover, and the lid and speed feed's a little bit different. But for 73 bucks, and especially because it just came out the new white one, this is the hopper right now. Like, it's sound activated, unlike the Halo 2, like the Halo B. But the reason I like this over the Halo B is because it's sound operated, so it saves batteries, and also it costs less. So if you save batteries and cost less and it feeds the exact same, get the Halo 2. But anyways, basically, we're just going to do some drop tests with this and show. So basically, first, let's get a pod. Take this off. Actually. Alright, now.
How many's in there, Jack?
This is about 140 rounds. Give them the speed feed. The speed feed does not come with this hopper, but alright, so now we're just going to do a drop test.
Okay.
Entire pod. Gone.
Within seconds.
Now, let's do one more. Pod. And only one fell out. And let's do this again. And that's all not for me hitting it. When your gun's firing, it makes it even fire even faster. Now let's do one last test. Let's fill it up all the way test. This one, let's take the screwdriver and take the speed feed off. Well, looks like the speed feed's having issues, so let's just fill this thing in as much as we can. Alright, now it's pretty much, well, I think we can get just a little bit more in. Alright. Yeah. Now, as you can tell, this thing's packed up to the brim. Let's see if we can make this thing jam. Normally, you're supposed to only fill it about 3/4 up, which is a pod. It's just a little bit more of that, and so it shouldn't jam. But let's see it. But from the rumors, this thing does not jam much. Let's see if we can make this thing jam. And this thing still did not jam after being 100% full. Alright, so basically now you've done the drop test and you know how fast this thing fires. This thing can get 20 plus balls per second, and it feeds up with my mini, so it's pretty good. Now let's take this thing apart. You need a medium-sized screwdriver to take everything apart. And the first thing you have to do is take this battery lid off. And also, they do make replacements if you lose anything. It should just generally come apart like this. The one thing is, there's this little bolt that I'm going to cup in my hand. That goes right here. If you lose this bolt, you have to order a completely new body kit, because this little bolt right here will not keep this in place. Basically, without it and you try to screw it in, it'll just keep falling back out.
I'd recommend you could probably just super glue it in if you'd like that, but I will warn you, it may decrease the value if you plan reselling it someday.
Yes.
But then again, your choice.
Of course, the thing does not feed as fast as like the Z2 or the Die Rotor Pinocchios, but for 73 bucks, this thing feeds just fine. And you can, and most parks only allow it at like 15 anyways, so cap at like 15, so this thing should be good. It's basically nice slide out, and you have your batteries. It takes 4 AA's. Now let's do the hard part, which is unscrewing all these. This is the reason why I'm not a big fan of the Halos. They take forever to take apart, unlike like a die rotor or a Z2 or Pinocchio. These do not take as long. It's 2 out of 6 bolts. Alright, pull this one out, and of course, and if this has an ability to get a rip drive in it, this is the entire internal. As you can tell, this thing stayed in, which is good. This thing right here stayed in, which is good. Then you can place your little back thing, like doing this. It turns on when you do this, so try your best to turn it off. Well, it's like this, and make sure whatever you do, don't get this battery cover caught when you do this, because this thing can short out your, can short this out, this little thing right here. It can short out. So let's try to put it back on with everything. Make sure this little cup thing, whatever it is in place. Make sure this thing does not get caught. And make sure just everything's lined up. It takes, and then should just slide right in. Alright, so basically it's sliding in right now. And
are you doing the reassembly too?
yes.
Is that really important?
It's not too important, but I'm just showing how you assemble it again. So basically all you do is just assemble it. Just make sure this is in here. I'm probably just not going to do a reassembly because of time, but make sure this is in here so this doesn't fall out. If you look at your battery thing, if you put it in, make this like this is rubber thing right in front, as you see. If you put it in weird ways, sometimes it goes in straight like that, like normal. Make sure it's like that, but if it's like this, sometimes it does this, as you can tell, and it's not in all the way, and sometimes you have to push, or to get in, it sits like this. So just make sure this, if you're facing it like this, it's on the right side, and it should slide right on. Take this and screw it back in. On. Take this, just screw it back in. And then the speed feed just fits back on like normal. As you can tell, speed feed just back on like normal.
Just testing to see if it still works properly, I guess.
Yep, and and it's all good. That's my paintball caddy. Well, this was the review on the Empire Halo 2, and this is an Exalt speed feed, and I really do think you should get one of these if you have a Empire Halo 2. Well, this is the Empire Halo 2 review. I'm Jack from Katana Paintball, and thanks for watching.